So, I don't really know how to explain how I got here, but I got here, so I initially started this video last night. I started off and I was like, okay, I made a small layout here just to kind of plan out a basic idea of what I want to do, and then I was gonna work on the first checkpoint because there's gonna be a long intro here, so obviously you're gonna want a checkpoint right away to avoid needing to rewatch the intro every single time you die. And the first checkpoint idea I made, it didn't work out. It looked like shit, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to turn off the recording and build for a bit off camera. Suddenly this just kind of magically appeared here. Yeah, I've spent like 2 hours on this, and I'm gonna need to optimize the shit out of this thing, because if I go into here, it's 426 objects. 221 objects in this thing. There's 200 objects in this? Really? There's 221 objects in this, and a lot of that is because of the leaves here. There's a lot of leaves. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and work on the effect idea I have for this, for when you hit the checkpoint. That might end up being all we do, because this is probably gonna take me a while to set up. Oh, we could use this one. We can make this one really small. So yeah, we can make this one really small for the effect I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to use alpha triggers, or actually I could probably figure out how to use keyframes. I really should figure out how to use keyframes. They would make this a whole lot easier. In the keyframe trigger, by default, objects choose their own center for scaling and rotation, but you can set one using parent ID. Oh. So are these the keyframe triggers? Oh, group ID 7. So if I do that... Oh, here we go. We have it working now. Look at that. I should enable curve, probably. Unless that doesn't work. So I know I want to have it kind of some interesting stuff around here. Kind of like this. And it's going to be all pretty and fun to watch. I just want to make sure it actually follows this. Well, that was cool. Alright, so I must have done something wrong, because it didn't work. I don't see closed loop. Oh, there it is. Closed loop. So when it hits this, in theory it should work. Can I play it? Oh, I can. So if I hit here... Okay, well, it didn't do anything. It didn't work. I'm gonna set all of these to a group and put that in the trigger and see what that does. Ah! It did work. It just goes really, really slow, and my mouse is locked. Why is my mouse locked? What the fuck? So this goes way too slow. So we're gonna have it start 0.10. What the fuck did I do? I just want to make sure that's actually good. How fast is that? Oh, that's like perfect. Let's see if that is good speed. Nope. Okay. I want to move the offset a little bit. So like when you hit this, the whole thing will zoom out a little bit, so that way you can see the whole animation here. Oh, there we go. That's like perfect. Obviously we'll have some sound effects and stuff, and like I said, we'll have a movement or an offset that shows the whole animation and stuff, and it'll be very cool. Now I only want this keyframe thing to toggle. Yeah, there we go. Now we just need to add more delay to the one thing. Where's... Come on. No! It was like just barely too early. We'll do 3.4. Come on, it's gotta be like... Yes! Alright. Let's go. Alright, well there's the first part of all that. Now we're gonna need some offset triggers that moves us up 20 and a zoom for negative. I think we'll go 0.2 for now. You know what, no zoom, because we're too close to the edge, unfortunately. Now that I think about it, I don't think I want it, like, doing that. I think we're just gonna go ahead and, like, have it take a while to, like, sort of zoom out as you start to move forward here. Because I do want it zoomed out a tiny bit for a lot of this, just because of how I plan on building this up. Okay, so now on the impact, we need to make another effect. How exciting. We'll have some gravity going out like that. Alright, and I think that's all I need for that. That looks pretty good. Or maybe make a tiny bit bigger. Because this is meant to be like a big explosion, pretty much. Oh, it's almost there. Maybe it'll work if I just... Hold on, I just want to see. Will it actually do that when it spawns? Oh! Oh, okay. That's perfect. We just need to turn the fade time down slightly. Yeah, awesome. Okay. And then we'll just put a lot of glow on top of that. This is going terrifyingly well. I'm pretty sure this is somehow going to end up getting destroyed later on down the line. That's like perfect. I just need the glow to be a bit more intense, I think. Because it's supposed to be a pretty intense, like, explosion. And I could probably use a scale trigger with this one other object as well. Alright, now all we have left to do is set up sound effects, which will be very annoying, probably, because I gotta time them all perfectly and stuff like that. We'll just start with the easiest sound effect, which obviously is the initial, like, thing. Spells and magic. We do casting first. Let's use electric spell cast 5 for now. The other easy one we can do is the explosion if we set this to 3. Not 3. Yes, 3. We can set this to... yeah, one of the explosions. Okay, I don't know if we want these specifically. Electric explosion. There we go. It's like literally perfect. And now this thing is set to 2. So I'm gonna have a... Can you do both touch and spawn trigger on this? No. Okay, well, we'll set it to 2. Hopefully that works the way I want it to. Yay! I don't know, I don't really know how I feel about that particular sound though, because I feel like it doesn't fit the rest of the vibe that I've already built up. Spells and magic, buffs. Oh, there we go. I am probably gonna mess with the sound effects a lot more off camera just to like perfect them. But for now, for the sake of this video, I am happy with them. I just want to organize some of this a little bit more because right now it's not very organized, like, at all. I don't know. Oh, it did work. I'm so awesome. I'm actually shocked this has worked out as well as it did. Again, I'm gonna tweak it a lot off camera most likely. Because obviously it's not perfect yet. Visually, it's pretty cool, but there are some weird things with the animation, and some of the sound effects aren't exactly right, but I don't really know if I can get them to be exactly right, if I'm going to be honest. And there's probably a much more optimized way of doing this. So I guess I'm going to turn off my microphone and kind of show, like, a full showcase, I guess, of this. And then that'll be where the video ends.